Congress has voted to eliminate federal funding for public media. So what does that mean for the future? We're figuring out the way forward. One thing we do know is that the future for public media depends on you. Join other listeners who've stepped up to support public radio with NPR Plus. Sign up and get a ton of great perks. Go to plus.npr.org.
Hello and welcome to Car Talk from National Public Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're broadcasting this week from Oscar De La Rental's office here at Car Talk Plaza.
Now, this is from Dave Barry. I mean, if you haven't read this, and I was just commenting to Dougie, I think I read Dave Barry every week. Somehow, I never read the ones that people send me.
The good ones, you mean?
The good ones. And I like, and we are here in Oscar De La Rental's office, but you wouldn't know that from the opening. Here's how he opens. I believe that in general, women are saner than men. For example, if you see people who have paid good money to stand in an outdoor stadium on a freezing December day wearing nothing on the upper halves of their bodies except paint, those people will be male. That's true.
Yeah. And if there weren't, more people would be watching on television.
Without males, there would be no such words as wedgie and noogie. Yeah, women would never come up with a word like noogie.
No. I mean, and when was the last time a woman gave another woman a wedgie?
Probably never.
My wife gave me a wedgie the other day, but we'll talk about that some other time.
So I sincerely believe that women are wiser than men with the exception of one key area, and that area is clothing sizes. In this particular area, women are insane. We've discussed this in the past.
We have.
Usually around Christmas when we tried to buy something for our wives.
Yeah.
When a man shops for clothes, his primary objective, follow me closely here, is to purchase clothes that fit on his particular body. A man will try on a pair of pants, and if those pants are too small, he'll try on a larger pair. And when he finds a pair that fits, he buys them. Most men don't spend a lot of time fretting about the size of their pants. Many men wear jeans with the size printed right on the back label, so that if you're standing behind a man in a supermarket line, you can read his waist and inseam size. A man could have, say, a 52-inch waist and a 30-inch inseam, and his label would proudly display this information, which is basically the same as having a sign that says, "Howdy, my butt is the size of a Federal Express truck." The situation is very different with women. When a woman shops for clothes, her primary objective is not to find clothes that fit her particular body. She would like for that to be the case, but her primary objective is to purchase the clothes that are the size she wore when she was 19 years old. This will be some arbitrary number such as 8 or 10. If a size 8 outfit doesn't fit her, she won't move on to a larger size. She can't. Her size is 8.
Her size is 8, that's right.
So she will keep trying on size 8 items until they start fitting her. The other day, my wife, Michelle, was in a terrific mood. And you know why? Because she had successfully put on a size 6 outfit. She said this made her feel wonderful. She said this is a direct quote. "I wouldn't care if these pants were this big." Here she holds her arms far apart. "As long as they have a 6 on them."
Well,
here's how you could get rich. Start a women's clothing store called Size 2, in which all garments, including those that were originally intended to be restaurant awnings, had labels with the words Size 2. I bet you'd sell clothes like crazy. You'd probably get rich and you could retire and maybe take up some philanthropic activity to benefit humanity. I'm thinking here of something like professional lawnmower racing. Size 2.
Well,
That's
as
it.
is almost always the case, Dave Barry hits the nail on the head. Now, if you want to talk to us about your car or whatever women's clothing you happen to be wearing, the number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Dara calling from a glass studio in Prescott, Arizona.
Dora.
Calling from what?
A glass studio.
Yeah.
So you guys sculpt in glass? Is that what you do?
Yeah, and I make glass beads, and also I make figures.
Really?
Glass artistic figures, yeah.
Like what kind of figures? You mean like?
Well, like we do trees and stars for the holidays.
Well, we were thinking of doing porcelain miniatures of Click and Clack. Could you do them in glass?
Well, if you send me a picture, we'll see what we can do.
Well, we were hoping you'd use your imagination.
Yeah, and might come up with something better.
So, Dora, what's up?
Well, here's what's up. I just got a Subaru. It's wonderful. I love it. It's a 1983. It's a little Subaru four-wheel drive.
Mm-hmm.
And most recently on a trip to Texas with a friend, it started making a sort of clicking noise. And I could sort of trick it into not making it. It started in about second gear, and it would hang in there till about midway through third gear.
And you could trick it by taking your foot off the gas a little bit, right?
Yeah, by either sort of, if I felt like it was coming up, I'd sort of back off of it, and then when I felt like we were at the speed where I could, I'd sort of blast through it pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
Aha.
Cool.
There's another noise, too, just so you know, that's I think might be more serious, but I have two noises.
Give us all the noises.
Okay, the second noise happened when we got all the way back to Arizona. We're driving along the highway. We're in the middle of God knows nowhere, and all of a sudden it starts, and we're looking at each other thinking it's a drone in the music, you know. So I turn off the radio, and I turn off the fan, the heater, because it was nighttime.
Yeah.
And it kept going. And I get off, I'm getting ready to exit, and the noise goes away. I say, hey, that's good enough for me.
Any idea where it's coming from? Front, back, top, bottom, side?
It sounded like it was under the dash.
Like right behind the dash?
Kind of, yeah, and forward a little bit.
Like under the engine compartment?
Kind of in there somewhere.
In there somewhere.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it might have been the fan, and it went away because of that. But since then, it hasn't happened again.
Never
Well, the
happened
fan
again.
is the most likely candidate.
But you know what? It didn't stop right when I turned off the fan. It stopped, I don't know, a pretty, like it would have been a very slow wind down.
Oh,
later.
like it was minutes later?
When I saw the exit ramp up ahead, maybe I turned off the fan.
No,
and
it
then
would have stopped within seconds.
When we got to the exit ramp, maybe 3/4 of a mile later, it stopped.
And when it stopped, did it stop abruptly or did it go?
Abruptly, I think. I think it was abrupt.
It was just there 1 second and gone the next.
All right, do we have our choice as to which question?
Now, which noise would you like us to think about?
Both.
We can't do both.
It's doing both. Come on, guys.
Dora, we
You're up to the
can't do
challenge, I'm
both.
sure
I mean,
of
as
it.
you know, you had to pay $50 to get an answer. Now, can you afford $100 for two answers?
Well, send me your pictures,
Oh, okay, and you'll do
and you can send a check.
the Barbie
with
and
those.
Ken, Tom and Ray glass things. Yeah.
Yeah. Glass miniatures.
All right, let's go back to the first one.
Okay.
The first one is relatively easy. The car was pinging.
Oh.
And it's pinging because you were driving with the wrong octane gas, or you're driving under extreme load, or the timing is off, or more likely, you have a lazy or a sticking EGR valve.
Oh.
The other noise sounds remarkably like, obviously it sounded to us like the blower motor, but it obviously isn't that.
Okay.
But it could have been a stuck caliper.
Okay.
That could make that noise.
Is that the wheel caliper?
Yeah,
That's
the
the
brake
brake caliper. It could have been a stuck emergency brake. Why it hasn't done it again on a trip? You may have to drive at the same distance to get it to do it. You may have to drive for a few
You might have
hours.
to go back to Texas.
No.
No, not if you
I
don't
mean,
have to.
I loved it. It was great. I'll go back again, but not right now.
But you might want to have your mechanic, if you have one, check to see if it has a stuck caliper, because that
Okay.
has the potential to be dangerous.
And then for the pinging?
The pinging, I wouldn't do much of anything, although you might want to check to see if the EGR valve is operating, or
Okay, and
if
then
there
should
still
I-
is one.
Should I treat it to good gas? Will that make a difference?
Well, higher octane gas might diminish the pinging. I mean, if it's going to cost you $200 to replace the EGR valve, you may just want to use the next level up octane.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much.
See you, Dora.
Bye-bye.
Hey, good luck.
All right.
Wow.
All right, I know you don't remember last week's puzzler, so I'm going to give you some keywords.
All right, here
Ready?
we go again.
Driving.
Pleasure.
Very good. Exit.
Ramp.
Urgent.
Haircut. Hey, this works.
You got
So
it,
what
man.
do we got? Pleasure, ramp, haircut.
This was the haircut in Horsetown puzzler,
Hey, it was. That's right.
which is in our new book, and I'll have the answer in just a minute.
This message comes from Wise, the app for using money around the globe. When you manage your money with Wise, you'll always get the mid-market exchange rate with no hidden fees. Join millions of customers and visit wise.com. T's and C's apply.
Hey, it's Robin Hilton from NPR Music with some big news for everyone who loves the Tiny Desk. We're giving away a trip to D.C. to see a Tiny Desk concert in person, hotel and flights included. Learn more and enter for free at npr.org/tinydeskgiveaway. No purchase or donation required for entry. Must be 18 years or older to enter. Links to the entry page and official rules can be found at npr.org/tinydeskgiveaway.
Immigration raids, masked ICE agents, Operation Patriot. Our podcast, Here and Now Anytime, is looking at Trump's agenda of mass deportation through the eyes of one state.
I'm coming to Boston. I'm bringing hell with me.
Listen to the podcast, Here and Now Anytime, from NPR and WBUR.
Americans are living longer than ever before. On the Sunday Story from Up First, we look at a growing number of people using these extra years to find new meaning.
You get at a point where you start asking, what did you do in your life that was significant?
A look at the transformative power of human passion and finding your purpose in the third act of life. Listen now on the Up First podcast from NPR.
Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers. And we're here to talk about, of course, what? Cars, car repair, and the answer to last week's puzzler.
Yeah.
Here it is in a nutshell. This fella's driving across the desert from Salt Lake City to Janet Reno, Nevada. And somewhere in the middle, he finds himself in urgent need of a haircut.
Yeah.
He's driving, only happens to look in the rearview mirror, and he goes, yikes! So he gets off at exit 321, which is between Winnemucca and Elko. He just pulls right off, and he finds himself
in Horsetown.
In beautiful downtown Horsetown, Nevada, where there are, of course, 2 barbershops.
Wow, you wouldn't think.
You wouldn't think. Unfortunately, it's Wednesday, and the barbershop is closed, so he has to hang around in it. Why are barbershops closed on Wednesday?
They are? Not anymore.
It sure are. Hairdressers
You know why?
Hairdressers and stylists.
Right, but barbershops.
Because they're playing golf with the doctors.
The doctors who are also out on Wednesday.
Yeah, what are they? Bloodletters. They're all bloodletters. Anyway, he strolls past barbershop number 1 and looks in the window. There are no customers in the shop. It's kind of messy. And even the barber, who's the only one in the place, looks kind of messy, too. He's unshaven. He's got a rumpled shirt on. There's hair on the floor. And even his haircut is lousy. The guy says,
my kind of place.
Maybe I should check out the other joint. So he moseys along and arrives at barbershop number 2 and looks in that window. Looks terrific. It's nice and clean. The mirrors are clean and shiny. There's no hair on the floor. And even the barber looks neat and well-groomed, and he's got the good haircut.
Yeah.
The question is, based on the information you have, which barbershop does he go to?
Wait a minute. Which barber is named Mario?
They're both named Mario.
Oh, they're both. Geez, that was going to be my criteria.
And why does he go to the first barbershop, the one that was messy and disgusting and, lousy haircut?
Yeah.
Well, he goes there because it's clear that each barber gives the other one his haircut.
I mean, they're not going to drive to Janet Reno.
Absolutely not. It's 300 exits. You're staying put, man. If you live in one horse, you're staying put. So the guy that has the great haircut
is getting it from the other guy.
He's getting it from the slob, the guy with the rumpled shirt and the hair on the floor. And that's the barber that he wants to go to get his haircut. And who's our winner this week? Tommy.
The winner is Michael Hall from Toledo, Ohio. And for having his correct answer chosen at random this week, Michael gets a $25 gift certificate to the Car Talk Shameless Commerce Division, with which he can get for himself our brand new video featuring us and other famous brothers, our brand new puzzler book, from which you just heard a sample, The Haircut in Horsetown.
Indeed.
You can get one of our CDs, like Men Are From GM, Women Are From Ford, Lawyers Are From Chrysler. There are lots of ways to squander your $25, Michael. You just call the Shameless Commerce Division at 888-CAR-JUNK, or you can go visit it on your computer by clicking on the Car Talk section of Cars.com, and you shop till you drop.
Yes, sir.
That's it. But I have a thing here. This will qualify. This is a brilliant thing. This will qualify as reading mail. This is from Doug Redding, and I don't know where Doug is from. I have a suggestion on how you can solve the world economic crisis by increasing the number of puzzlers. And here's how it works.
Got it. I got it already.
You have more puzzlers, and you have more winners. You give away $25 gift certificates
To more people.
to the winners. But, and here's the key, you make sure that nothing in the Shameless Commerce division sells for exactly $25.
There you go.
You allow winners to contribute unused portions of their gift certificates to the Click and Clack Solve the World's Economic Crisis Fund.
Right, a.k.a. retirement funds.
If we assume that you only gave away one gift certificate each week and that the winners spend on average $23, you could contribute $104 a year to solving this problem. If we also assume that we need to save up to $100 billion to solve this problem, it would take roughly 1 billion years to save up enough money. However, if you started having 2 puzzlers a week, this guy's thinking, man, you could save the world in 500 million years.
No hurry.
That's 500 million years sooner than with only 1 puzzler per week. Wow.
He did. He did come up with a great idea.
I mean, actually, we have made sure that nothing sells for exactly $25. And we were hoping that people would just buy something else. You say, gee, I got $7 credit here.
Right.
I might as well spend it.
Because I know I'll never get the $7 back from them.
I'll never get the $7 back. And so instead of spending the 7, they'll spend 12. So we'll get $5 more. But if they contribute it to the Click and Clack Solve the World's Problems Fund.
Yeah. I think it should be contributed to the Click and Clack World Tour Fund. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good. Anyway, we'll have a new
How many
puzzle.
Amtrak tickets can you buy with $104?
Too many. We'll have a new puzzle coming up later in today's show. In the meantime, we'll take your calls at 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
This is Jimmy Stenica calling you from Aborn Road, high above beautiful downtown San Jose, California. How you doing?
Jim, you sound like you used to have a career in radio.
Oh, no, not me.
Acting?
I just have too much fun.
Are you a politician?
Oh, God, I don't have that much fun.
Well, you do have a certain professional air about you, though.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You do, too.
No,
you must be listening to someone else.
So what's on your mind, Jimmy?
Well, I'll tell you what. I got a 1986 Toyota four-wheel drive short bed pickup truck with the 4-cylinder fuel-injected motor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This particular vehicle's got 247,000 miles on it.
Wow.
Gentlemen, what's going on with this doggone thing is in the morning on a cold start, okay, if it hasn't been started in a couple of hours or first thing in the morning, I go and I put the key into the ignition and I turn it all the way to the start position, and by golly, the motor starts up and fires up just fine, and that doggone starter keeps going. So I've got the motor running and the starter running.
Oh.
So what happens is I'll go ahead and I'll cycle through, right, counterclockwise, clockwise rotations. I may do this 2 or 3 times before the starter will finally disengage.
But have you brought it to a mechanic?
I got you guys.
You
guys are the greatest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, gentlemen, and after that, okay, when the starter stops to run and everything's quiet.
It's fine.
Right? Life is good. I'm wondering, to be honest with you, if the starter isn't just cold and it just likes that current going through. It's kind of like that morning cup of coffee.
To warm it up,
warm
you mean?
it up, feeling good. It's like, I'm not shutting down because this feels good.
Well, I think you have a bad starter drive. And what's happening, the starter drive is the thing that kicks the gear out and engages it with the flywheel when you turn the key and engage the solenoid. So the sequence is you turn the key all the way to the start position. You send current from the key probably to a relay on this thing. Toyotas have relays for everything. That in turn sends current to the solenoid. That solenoid closes the switch, which thrusts the starter drive toward the flywheel, the pinion gear on the starter drive, and then the starter starts to turn. But if you have a bad starter drive, it won't kick out when you release the key, and it keeps the solenoid engaged. So the thing is turning. It keeps the starter engaged to the flywheel too.
Yeah.
I think you need a starter motor.
I mean, there is a possibility that there's something wrong with the ignition switch as well. So that even though you think you're putting it from the start position to the run position, it may not, in fact, be going into the run position. Small possibility.
Uh-huh.
Have you tried revving up the engine to see if it'll kick out the starter?
No.
That's the thing. That's the test.
But that is the test.
Okay.
If that doesn't work, try taking the key and slowly turning it back. Okay, in other words, you turn the key all the way to crank. If you just let the key go, the key will return to what's called the run position.
Okay.
But it does that because there's a spring in there that does that. It may, just maybe, the fact that the spring is worn out.
So here's the two things
In
you're
other
going
words,
to do.
you're turning the key counterclockwise a little bit.
If it does this and it starts making the horrible noises, you give it a little gas. It should kick out. If it does not kick out, that's an indication that maybe it's the ignition switch. So now if you turn the ignition switch counterclockwise,
As if you're turning it off.
as though you're turning it off, but you get it so that the noise goes away and it keeps running, then it's the ignition switch and not the starter.
Pretty good, huh, Jim?
I like it.
I like it too.
Fly
I
with
like
it, baby.
it very much.
Okay.
See you later.
Good luck, Jim. Thanks
you
for
very
calling.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
This is Mariuka from Fairplay, Colorado.
Mariuka?
Yeah, good pronunciation.
Mariuka.
I don't know how to spell it, though. Give us a hint.
Marjukka.
Marjukka. Mariuka.
Yeah.
And what does that name originate?
Maria is Finnish, from Helsinki, Finland.
Oh.
Oh, you're a ski jumper.
Yumper.
Well, I come down ski slopes lots of different ways.
From Finnish.
Mariuka. I love it.
And I have a puzzling car problem.
Okay, Mariuka, tell us about it.
Well, I have a 94 GMC Jimmy. Just got it in August. 4.3-liter Vortec engine and four-wheel drive and manual transmission.
Got it.
And it has a noise on the right front tire that sounds. Can I make the noise on your show?
Sure, yeah.
And it goes with the revolutions.
Really?
And immediately I slow down because it sounds awful, and it goes away before I come to a full stop.
Oh.
And there is nothing going on with the driving of the vehicle when this happens. It goes great. Exactly.
And this happens whether you step on the brake or not.
Well, it usually just happens during straight driving. It happened at 40 miles an hour. It's happened at 60 and 55 miles an hour.
Oh, it did?
And, of course, at 60, it's whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, I heard it, and I had my handheld little phone with me, so I called the mechanic here in town, and I said, listen to this now. Here it is.
Yeah.
And he did, and I drove over there. We drove around. It didn't do it again. But it's done it about 5-6 times in the last 8 weeks.
But he heard it on the phone.
Yeah, it's loud.
Did he have any idea?
I had the idler arm replaced. I've had the brake pads checked. I've had bearings looked at. It's been aligned. Now his latest idea is that maybe the four-wheel drive is somehow trying to engage. But,
I like it.
But I haven't. The weather's great. I haven't used four-wheel drive except a couple times.
Oh.
I can't tell you. I can't say honestly that I've ever worked on the four-wheel drive of a Jimmy, a late model Jimmy. Jimmy. And the noise is always coming from the same wheel?
Same right front side, and I mean, it's yeah.
Has
right.
anyone ever moved that tire to a different spot on the vehicle?
Oh.
I'll tell you why. We had a customer that came in recently with a noise. The only thing that reminded me of it is his also was a four-wheel drive vehicle. It was an Explorer. And he had this noise that was similar to your noise, but it was kind of
a wimpy one.
Like a creaking door.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And he was convinced that there was a warped disc or a bad wheel bearing in the front, and so were we, until we finally moved the left front tire to the left rear, and lo and behold, that's where the noise went.
Whoop!
Move the right front tire back.
Yeah.
Well, move it anywhere else and see if the noise moves with it.
It turned out he had a bad tire.
Oh.
He had a bad tire, and he had what's called tread separation, and the tread was squirming against the underbelts, and you could hear the thing going,
And tires make very unusual noises.
Okay.
Well, I would start with moving the tire, and if that doesn't work, I would take it to the Chevrolet dealer or the GMC dealer. There may be a service bulletin on this.
Okay.
Good luck, Mariuka.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
So long.
Bye-bye. All right, it's time to take another short break.
What break? Why do you always want to take a break?
Well, for one thing, your hair's on fire. And I thought I'd go get the extinguisher and put it out.
All right. We'll be back in a minute.
If you're a robot, this might not be the show for you. But if you're a human with hopes, dreams, and bills to pay, the Life Kit podcast might be just what you need. 3 times a week, Life Kit brings you a fresh set of solutions to help you tackle topics big and small, from how to save money on groceries to how to bring the house down at karaoke. You know, human stuff. Listen to the Life Kit podcast from NPR, presentado por mí, Mariel Segarra.
These days, with all the information coming at you, it can be hard to know what's accurate, what's not, and what's worth your time. Here to help you navigate it all is 1A. 5 days a week, the 1A podcast provides a forum for curious minds to explore different angles on the biggest headlines and give you a more balanced take on what's happening. Listen to the 1A podcast from NPR and WAMU.
Do you ever look at political headlines and go, huh? Well, that's exactly why the NPR Politics Podcast exists. We're experts, not just on politics, but in making politics make sense. Every episode, we decode everything that happened in Washington and help you figure out what it all means. Give politics a chance with the NPR Politics Podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Stars, they're just like us. John Legend goes to CVS. Well, that's because he has his own skincare line.
It was so exciting to actually go into one of those stores. We had the end caps.
Were you like, I don't want this locked up? John Legend is one of many stars riding the celebrity branding wave. He tells us about it on The Indicator from Planet Money. Listen in the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.
What? We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert brothers, and we're here to discuss cars, car repair, and the new Puzzler.
Yes. I'm looking forward to I might say.
I have at my disposal
In your disposal?
No, well, most of them are in. But I have at my disposal a plethora of potentially putrid puzzlers. I'm going to use, and I've been tempted to use a few automotive ones because I know people really detest the automotive ones, and that cuts way down on the mail. But I'm going to use this one, which I have stolen. Well, that's such an ugly word. I have excerpted from Martin Gardner with a little twist. I've added a twist to it.
Interesting.
Here it is. This is for all the kiddies out there and for their parents who like to help them with their homework.
Was this from one of Martin Gardner's books, or was it from Scientific
No,
American?
it was written on his underwear. Yes, it was from one of his many, many books that he wrote before he died. He'd have to write any book before he died because you can't write any, after you die. Even if he's still alive, he'd have to write them before he died, wouldn't he?
That's correct.
There you go.
I think we're pretty safe in saying that he wrote this book before he died.
Get your pencil.
I've got it. A pencil.
Pick out a 3-digit number, any 3-digit number, like
I just did
78927.
I can understand a 3-digit number concept.
Now repeat those 3 digits. So if you pick 271, you get 271 271.
Yeah. So I write it next to the 3-digit number.
Well, yeah.
I got it.
271, 271.
How'd you know it was 271? By the way. Okay, I got it.
Could be any 3-digit number.
It is any 3-digit number.
All right. Now, I want you to divide that number.
This big number.
By 7.
I've got it.
Okay.
Okay, that's
all right. Okay, that's good. Now you have that quotient.
Yeah.
If you have a remainder, put it off to the side. Like the remainder is 1, 2, 0, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Put it off to the side.
Yeah.
Take the quotient that you got and divide that by 11.
11.
Oh, God. Another prime number. And whatever remainder you have, put that off to the side, too.
Got it. Yeah.
Now divide that remaining quotient, the quotient you just got,
by 17.
By 13.
13,
Another prime number. Okay, now take that number.
Wait a minute, I'm not finished yet.
Come on, what is this, 3rd grade?
Yeah.
Okay, now take the number that you got and the quotients, and the remainders that you had from the previous divisions, add them all together.
Add what together?
Add the remainders and the last quotient that you got.
The last one, yeah.
The last quotient and the remainders.
Got it.
And you're going to wind up with the original number.
What do you mean the original number?
What, the 271 that you started with?
I did not.
You screwed it up.
Oh, no. I did. I ended up with the original number. I did end up with the original number, which was, I'll tell you now that it's no secret anymore.
271.
No, close. 247.
247, very good.
Which had no remainders because everything was evenly divisible.
Sonia Henny's tutu.
Imagine that.
So the question is, why does this work?
Wow.
Okay, so
if you
pick
take any
3-digit number,
Repeat it.
those 3 digits. So you had 247.
So I got 247, 247.
Divide by 7.
Divide by 11.
And then put whatever remainder there is. If there is
Right.
one, you put it aside. Divide by 11. If there's a remainder, put that aside. And by 13, if there's a remainder, you put that aside. Add up the remainders and add them to the last quotient that you got. And you're going to wind up with your original number. And I want to know very simply, why does this work? If you think you know the answer, write that answer on the back of a $20 bill, those nice new ones.
Well, there's lots of room on the back.
Lots of room. And mail that answer to Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge.
Our Fair City.
MA 02238. I might add that if you have a puzzler suggestion, you can also mail it to that address. Now, if you want to respond electronically, you can visit the Car Talk section of cars.com and send your answer in that way.
And you send your $20 by an electronics
funds transfer. But don't send a puzzler in that way.
No, we heard enough about that last week.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. That's the numbers that you call if you want to talk to us. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
This is Bob in Greensboro.
Greensboro, North Carolina?
North Carolina.
Actually know the state. I'm impressed.
Oh, I thought you were going to say South Carolina. Is that how you screw up those Carolinas?
No, don't say South Carolina. People around here get offended by that.
No. We know Greensboro.
But it's warmer in South Carolina.
Not by much. It's
No?
70-some degrees.
Well, it's 70-something degrees here, too.
Well, that's indoors.
Well, yeah. Why? Where are you?
I don't have the heat on it. That's the outdoor temperature.
Oh, what's up, Bob?
I have a Cavalier that's got a deceptively simple problem, sort of.
Don't be fooled.
Okay, the heater doesn't work.
Uh-huh.
You want to guess wrong before or after I tell you what I've done?
Well, I know you've replaced the blower motor, and that didn't fix it.
That didn't fix it. No.
In what way does it
blower
not
worked
work?
Fine.
What do you mean it doesn't work?
I don't get much heat at all out of it. Just a little bit.
A trickle.
Yeah.
But when you turn on the heater, the fan does make noise.
Oh, yeah, the fan's working fine.
And it blows cold air.
Vaguely warm.
Vaguely warm, but plenty of air.
Oh, yeah. Fan's working fine.
Good. Keep going.
Okay, here's what I've replaced so far. The thermostat.
Good.
The upper and lower radiator hoses.
Good start.
Nice.
The radiator.
Bad start.
Radiator?
Well,
he needed that anyway.
Needed that anyway.
That's what we tell our customers.
4 new tires. Did you get 4 new tires?
And an alignment?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's good.
And a steering rack.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Upper and lower heater hoses.
Oh, so close.
He's getting... heater core.
Jeez, Bob.
Yeah, water pump.
Oh, my ace in the hole.
Ruin your day. While I had the cover off of the heater core, I checked to make sure that the baffle was moving. Working fine. There is no valve.
No, there's no heater
there's
control
no
valve.
valve.
No, you kidding me? They couldn't afford a valve. It's only a Cavalier.
Tell me about it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If you sit still and don't move the car, do you then get heat?
No.
Oh, Bob.
Well, no more. I get, like I say, at 50 degrees outside, it'll keep me warm.
Warmish.
No, but I'm trying to ascertain if the problem is when the car is in motion. Because
it doesn't seem to be, no.
No, it doesn't seem to be, because this is our only hope here.
There's nothing else left.
This is it. I mean, you replaced everything else. The tires, the air freshener, the heater core.
There really is nothing else.
The belt, sure. The heater core is easily accessible in this car.
Oh, I know.
And can you take your hand and put it on the heater core? Is it hot?
It is not hot.
Oh, Bob, you're deep doo-doo, man.
Wow. Now, if you touch the heater hoses under the hood.
They are cool.
They're cool.
The engine occasionally overheats.
The engine occasionally overheats.
Because the fan only comes on when it feels like it. Yes, I have replaced both of the temperature sensors on the engine.
Have you ever stuck a thermometer in the radiator to see what the temperature is in there?
No, but it's hot to the touch.
Well, look at
the coolant is hot.
This is pretty simple. You have 2 hoses that connect to the heater core.
Correct.
If you were to take off the 2 hoses and run the engine, water should come pouring out of one of them.
Well, I haven't done that.
You got to do that because I think.
Well, I mean, you don't have to do that.
There's a small chance that the heater is airbound.
Okay.
Except he's had everything apart.
Well, that's all the more reason why he's got air trapped in it, I think.
But why would he have had the problem in the first place? I like it. I see it now.
He sprang a leak.
No, what happened is...
it does lose
No,
water.
he did the thermostat that first time.
Right. And air got in.
In where?
In the system. In other words, in order to get heat, you must purge the air out of the heater. If you have air trapped in the heater, the coolant won't circulate.
Okay, well, do you know the layout of the engine?
I do.
Okay, the manifold is on the back side of the engine, and the hot water comes out of that, runs into the heater core, runs back into the block.
That's right, and that water should be pouring out of there, and it should be so hot that you can't hold on to that hose.
That's my thing.
I propose that you take that hose off where it connects to the heater core and rev the engine. Even at idle, water should be pouring out of there as fast as your garden hose would supply.
And boiling hot.
Yes.
And if it ain't, there's something wrong. Either that new water pump you put in is not pumping, or there's an obstruction someplace. If there's water flowing and it's ice cold and it's your thermostat, but we know it ain't the thermostat because the radiator gets hot.
Yes.
And it overheats.
And it overheats.
And if it's overheating there, it should be overheating at the other end. I think you have air trapped in it. And here's the remedy.
Okay.
I think you should take those hoses off, and you'll when you do this test, you'll find out that I'm correct. Then you can fill those hoses at that end with a small funnel.
Okay.
And you let the coolant flow in there and start to flow out the other hose, and you maybe push a lot of antifreeze out and maybe some bubbles of air.
You're going to make a mess when you do
You're going to make a mess, so do it in a neighbor's driveway.
Well, that's a thought. I don't like him anyway.
Do it right in front of his house.
He doesn't like you now either.
I'll do it in the lawn.
And then what you've got to do is, then, without losing that coolant that you've poured in there, you've got to
quickly put the hose back on.
Yeah, with your thumb over the end of the hose and stick the thing back
or
on the
fast
heater.
with a hose clamp.
Yeah. And that's your only hope. And then the other thing you can do is jack the front of the car up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have ramps. That's no
Or
problem.
drive it up on the ramps.
Perfect.
And run it and bleed it through the remainder of the air out through the radiator. That'll keep him busy for a couple of weeks. See you, Bob.
Thanks much, guys.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Well, it's happened again. You've squandered another perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk.
Have you?
Indeed. Our esteemed producer is Doug the Subway Fugitive, definitely not a slave to fashion Berman. Our associate producer is Ken Two Car Garages. Our assistant producer is Catherine Imelda Ray. Our engineer is Dennis the Menace Foley. And our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor, who made an appearance last week, is Mr. John S. Lawler. Our customer care representative is Haywood Jabuzzoff. Collision repair is handled by Jesse the Body Shop Ventura, whose shop is called All Things Considered. Our French automotive liaison is Maurice Chevrolet. Our Swedish attorney is Bjorn Liar. Our document security expert from the island of Jamaica is Euripides Upman. Peekaboo Street directs our intensive care unit, which is known as the Peekaboo ICU. Our British doorman is Isaiah Oldchap. Our speech pathologist is Pete After Me. Our Leo Tolstoy biographer is Warren Peace, author of Leo Tolstoy by Warren Peace. Our chief counsel from the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe is Louis Dewey, known to the stray dogs in Harvard Square as Huey the Hydrant. Thanks so much for listening. We're Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers. Don't drive like my brother.
Don't drive like my brother.
We'll be back. Don't drive like my brother.
Don't drive like my brother.
We'll be back next week. Bye-bye.
And now, here is Car Talk Plaza's very own department store Santa, Mr. Vinny Boombatz.
Hey, listen up, kiddo. If you've been good and you want a copy of this week's show, which is number 50, you got it 50, you can get one by calling 1-888-CAR-JUNK. You got that?
But I don't want a tape of your lousy show. I want a flatulent Furby.
Oh, I got your flatulent Furby right here, all right. Now, if you want something better than Furby, you can get our new puzzler book, A Haircut in Horsetown, or get our video called Faces Made for Radio, or you can even get one of our collections of calls on the CD, you know. Now, isn't that better than stupid little doll that breaks wind?
I don't like you. You're not a nice man.
All right, here, I'll throw in some brass knuckles. How's that, punk?
Call 888-CAR-JUNK or visit the Shameless Commerce Division at the Car Talk section of Cars.com.
Car Talk is a production of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe and WBUR in Boston.
And even though Andre Codrescu mumbles something vulgar in Romanian every time he hears us say it, this is NPR, National Public Radio.
On the next Throughline from NPR.
The man who saw a dangerous omission in the U.S. Constitution and took it upon himself to fix it.
If something happened to a president who was still alive, the consequences for the country would have been enormous.
The 25th Amendment, Listen in the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts. On the next Through Line from NPR.
She becomes, for lack of a better word, a Tupperware queen.
It just never seemed to occur to her that her growth in any endeavor could be stunted because she happened to be a woman.
The Tupperware tycoon, Brownie Wise. Listen to Throughline in the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Shortwave thinks of science as an invisible force, showing up in your everyday life. Powering the food you eat, the medicine you use, the tech in your pocket. Science is approachable because it's already part of your life. Come explore these connections on the Shortwave podcast from NPR.